Northwest and the city of Seattle. Welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. About ready to get this one started. Tbmv3 ready to kick it off. And off we go here on Monday night. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
First down, they'll keep it on the ground, and here's Charbonnet. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Johnny Newton there on the stop. Second and 7. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's complete. Peyton Hendershot. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, report! Report!
Here's Jackson. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to uncork one, looking for Wicks. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
First and 10.
Set. 60 bison. 60 bison.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Pacheco. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Okay, ready?
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
70 range. 70 range.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh no, disastrous start. First throw of his career is intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. The Broncos have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line.
On the ready. Set.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 49-yard line.
So quarter 1 in the books. The opening Monday nighter of this new season. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment.
Ready.
2nd and 11.
Come 19. Come 19. Here we go. Set.
He'll drop to throw. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Ready? Big alert! Big alert! Check go!
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he will score. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Seahawks.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Jackson now. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Jackson. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. Going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll send a tight end in motion. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's caught, it's Braylon Allen. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Back to throw. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Second and a yard.
Ready?
That is Musgrave, the man in motion.
Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, and they are going to set up from the 7-yard line.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Ready, set.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal.
Set, go.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the gun, they're going to give it to Charbonnet. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Back near his goal line, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Jackson now on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Third and long. Jackson looking to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
This will be returned from just beyond midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll lead to a second down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
They'll look to throw yet again. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Deron Bland, good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's third and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On third down, they'll throw from the gun.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
A safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. Open man, it's Davis downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Warrior 70. Go!
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to air this one out. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I'm gonna go. You.
On first and 10, Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And the lead holds steady at 4.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Deron Bland. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the new year. As we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Here's first and 10.
Pirate, 7 Pirate. Let's go now. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
A short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Deron Bland, good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Slot man in motion right. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Second down, Jackson. He'll air it out down the middle. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Go ahead. Hey, middle. Hey.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Real quick. Hey, Chuck.
On the ground, Charbonnet. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's the tight end, Hendershot. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal, They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Charbonnet. And this time, he's in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Denver. Point after now from Dicker. It's up and good. And the Broncos are out to a 21-10 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They send him right out of the slot. He'll drop to throw. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll look to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Deron Black. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now a run with Charbonnet. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Broncos.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That caught Tony Pollard. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson now. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Throwing Jackson. That's taken in. And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
And the Broncos first down.
To throw is Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He is in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Broncos.
Cameron Dicker for the extra point.
Dicker, good with the extra point. The Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Cameron Dicker to pick
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready up.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They send a receiver in motion left. He'll get this complete to Allen.
the first down pass. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Come on.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Back to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Another run, and again, it's Allen. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready. Check go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop, look off the safety, hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Yo.
On 1st down, they'll start with Charbonnet. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Hey. It's right. Go. Sit up.
Play action now. Jackson. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Jackson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Denver. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Alert! Alert! No! Get up!
They'll run on 1st down, and here's Allen. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Let's go!
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They go back to Allen. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Go!
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Cougar 19!
Now movement up front. It's a big decision coming from the officials. Who's the penalty on? So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.